May God bless you with all good. May God keep all evil from you. And may God fill your heart with wisdom and grace you with all truth. May God lift up God's merciful face and shine on you for all time. And
We're all here to honor Ron Fellman. I met Ron Fellman approximately 9 years ago when we first joined Temple Beth Avodah. We were in Torah class together. I was so impressed with Ron from the minute I met him. He was very friendly to me and in fact welcomed me into class and made me feel very comfortable. We instantly became friends. In fact, he was my first friend, and some could say my last, at Temple Beth Avodah. The Torah class at Temple Beth Avodah, for those who have not had the pleasure of attending, on Sunday mornings is a real treat. Rabbi Stern leads us in a discussion of the Torah text. We pick the words apart, discuss what the parsha or passage is trying to state, try to determine who wrote it and why. Ron is usually well prepared, having read commentary, ancillary writings on the section, and even downloads interpretations of the words in real time on his BlackBerry. His comments are sharp and reveal to his classmates his fine mind. When Rabbi Stern has a conflict and can't teach the class on any given week, it is Ron Fellman who usually stands in as the substitute instructor. He holds our attention, leads the discussion with his thought-provoking questions. I don't know if anybody knows this, but he was formerly a teacher before he became an attorney. But it's clear that he remains an educator at heart. Where's Deb? I didn't know. She's hiding. I was at once attracted to his powerful intellect. Anyone who's ever been in a classroom with Ron Fellman knows what I'm talking about. In Maya class, he continues to shine, not just as a participant, but as an organizer. In fact, Ron recently organized the Maya class of Israel in Focus at the Temple. He sent the emails out, he drummed up the support, he followed through with the instructors, and some of them are here. David, are you here? He sent the professional staff to update, so forth. He made sure that the Maya class happened. But his petition in Maya and Torah classes are not the only contributions that Ron has made to Temple Beth Avodah. For the past 2 years, it has been Ron Fellman who has organized all of the ushering for the high holiday services. And Ron, who has served as our unofficial temple photographer and videographer. Ron has chronicled in still photos and video many of the noteworthy events that have happened at the temple over the last 4 years. He spends hours and hours editing them, posting them, putting them up on YouTube under Nantucket Video. If you type in Beth Avodah, you can see all the things that he's done. You saw the video earlier and how much work. It's just a sample of what he has done. When he went on the Second Israel Temple, he chronicled by interviewing people in Israel about the possibility of peace. He and I, because we're dear friends, have often talked about the existence of God, and we share our thoughts about what happens to our souls, if anything, after we die. We often discuss the direction of the temple. Other times he coaches me on my delivery for a temple speech, edits my Kadima, not this one, so it's not good, because Ron didn't have his hip ready, and helps leadership draft a congregational letter. Ron cares truly, deeply about our temple community and our sacred mission to heal the world. He is my friend, scholar, and trusted advisor. Now, I believe that Ron's commitment, here's your sister, this is for you guys, did not arise out of a vacuum. Ron's late mother, Mary Arbitman Fellman, died in 1998. And she was a legend, truly, in the Jewish community in Omaha, Nebraska, where Ron and his sister are from. She was remembered for her above and beyond contributions in the spiritual life of that region. And this information you can get online in the Women's Jewish Encyclopedia of all places. She was the first woman elected president of the Jewish Federation of Omaha in 1978, the first woman editor of the Omaha Jewish Press, and co-founder of the Nebraska Jewish Historical Society. She won numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards. So the apple did not fall far from the tree. And tonight, we honor both the apple and indirectly the tree. The Beth Avodah Award was created by myself and the executive committee to recognize our own who have made above and beyond contributions and service to our temple. To remain connected as a community, we need to establish a tradition of honoring our own. As Ron has humbly stated many times, there are many members of our congregation who are also deserving of this award. But tonight, we start with Ron. As for Ron the man, I want to direct you to his personal blog on the internet. Many of you don't know, but Ron has a blog where he writes short pieces. On December 18, 2009, Ron wrote the following post to his public blog entitled, "Writing Myself a Letter." He states in part, "Let me make my life one of substance, not of substances. One in which each day is filled with meaning and movement upward. Let me not be diverted by the pursuit of the material, to the extent that I miss the paths to all that is truly important. The paths of loving and connecting, the paths of learning and sharing, the paths of thinking and creating, the paths that will make this world a better place for all." Ladies and gentlemen, congregants, members, distinguished guests, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of granting the first Beth Avodah Award for service and contribution to my dear friend, Ron Fellman. The award is a tree of life. You gotta hold it up there. And an Amat Gilead, Jerusalem artist, put this together. It's actually similar to something we have in the foyer. So, congratulations, Ron.
I think I need Rabbi Stern to come up and turn my head from side to side as you do with the bar mitzvahs, so that I can truly remember not all of you here for this part, but that we're here celebrating our community. I'm also wise enough to know that being almost 58, I won't remember it all. Falling back on my norm, it is what it is. Bill, just a quick thank you. Those are, wow. So let me start by thanking our Board of Trustees, our Executive Board, and of course our President, Bill Friedler, who conceived, as he said, this Celebration of Community Gala and the Avodah Award. Thanks to the boards, and especially Bill, to you, for all that all of you do. And thank you to Rabbi Stern, our spiritual leader, and so much more. To cantorial soloist Susan Glickman, who adds beauty to all of our events. And to Rabbi Lisa Idison, our educational director, who so wonderfully guides the Jewish education of our youth. And I think that the video and those unscripted words are indicative of that fact.